morning, all. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Friday, June 28th, 2019 at 9:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So the big events that are going to take place is obviously what goes on at the G20 that's taking place right now, but the elephant in the room will of course be what takes place between China and the U.S. tomorrow on their side meeting. The problem is we have no way to defend ourselves as to a good or bad outcome until Sunday night in a much thinner than normal environment in terms of trade. So a little rough there. This afternoon you're going to get your USDA quarterly stocks and acreage report. That'll be looked at really hard. OPEC meets next week. They'll have the advantage of seeing what comes out of the G20 to make some decisions. There's already word that in the OPEC plus one that while Russia might go with OPEC and probably will through the end of the year and whatever the decision is, that they want to break away from that next year and go their own route. Wouldn't surprise me there. You can see you're getting a little bit of a rally in the gold as the dollar index is dropping back at this point in time. We're looking at a mixed picture in the stock indices with the NASDAQ seeing the weakness today and the market that was the weakest, which was the Russell, really popping up and acting pretty well. In the energy markets, the market's obviously looking at what G20 does for demand. That's going to be a very, very important role. In the grain markets, more rain, a lot of it in the forecast, rumbling through all the key areas, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, and go on, Ohio, and that's impacting the soybean area. The corn's in the ground already, so whatever's going to happen there is going to happen. And obviously bonds and notes, we're waiting to see where you're at. If you take a look at coffee, really sticking its head up in terms of trying to break out of a range that it's been in for a very long time. Now, if we take a look at the data today, the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index came out good, 98.2 versus a preliminary of 97.9, and that was what expected. The current conditions down 0.6, not enough to get worried about because the expectations picked up. The negative news, and it took the stock indices off their highs, was the Chicago PMI, which came in way under. At 49.7, they expected 52.3, and I think 50 is that number that you look at. If you get under it, you're looking at worse expectations. Personal income came in up stronger, 0.5, but the spending is backing off a little bit here. The core PCE that the Fed looks at, about unchanged with 0.2%. OPEC, as I said, is going to meet next week, and we'll see what happens there. Stats Canada, let me show you this. The Canadian GDP tracks broadly all their goods and services in the economy, climbed 0.3 in April from the previous month to an adjusted 1.959 trillion Canadian dollars. Those are good numbers for Canada. That's why their economy's been picking up, and we're seeing that in their futures prices. In the Eurozone CPI, right about where the market had thought it would be. As I said, today we're going to also see some numbers out of the quarterly stocks and acreage numbers in the USDA. China bought 544,000 metric tons of soybeans. That's more than all the other beans that we shipped out last week. So they are in that market, and that becomes important. Here's something important. I cannot play this strong enough for you. The first thing I do in the morning is I start recording for you at about somewhere between 5:30 and 6 o'clock typically. I try to get a tape out that covers 40 futures markets, 3 to 5 ETFs each morning for you to start your day off. I'll bring up to you, and I'm hoping you're having a cup of coffee as you read this and you're watching what I'm doing, because I'm going to cover the markets in a certain order. You can always grab your the bottom of the video, pull it where you want. It'll tell you where you're at as well. The difference between this morning video and everything else I do, I can say buy here, sell there, using the live chart right in front of you, where I'm right, where I'm wrong, what I'm seeing going on. The idea is if you have an idea, you're bouncing the idea that you have. I like what he's saying. That gives me more courage. No, I didn't take that into account. Different ways to look at it, or with no idea in your mind, you're going, that is something that makes sense. Maybe I should give that one a try. In other words, a mentor, somebody that's throwing ideas at you in a way that I think you'll understand. I make it simple, and as I said, it's a fast, neat review and something to get you going each and every morning. How do you work with it? It's really simple. All you need to do is give us a call. We can work on that with you. The cost of this is $26.50, 26 and a half cents a day, $26.50. 26 and a half cents a day for the first 30 days. Then after that, you can either go to a 1-year subscription, and that runs all of $156 for the year, or $15 a month. Go to our website at www.iraepstein.com under Education or Research, Morning Subscriber video. It's all explained there, how it works, and yes, there's no contract. If you want to get out, you can. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. I will talk to you all come Monday. Other than that, see you this afternoon. Good luck. Good trading to you.